Hey everyone, I'm Melina and welcome to my final part of my 3-part YouTube series, EDM Engineered. And I know we are in a different location than the other two videos. I'm packing up for college, had to move some things around, and honestly, this lighting right now, it's kind of eating. If you guys have not watched my previous 2 parts of this series, I strongly recommend you guys watch those videos first before you watch this one. We talk about the history of EDM, the evolution the production technologies has had, and then in this video, we are going to be talking about the differences between DJ equipment from the 1990s into 2024, and I actually have that equipment on hand in my house, so I'm going to be showing you guys in like real time and how to use it and everything like that. So it's gonna be a super fun video today. So let's just jump right in and get into it. Hi everyone, today I am here with my father, Luis Maldonado, and he's going to be showing us some of the DJ equipment he used to use back in the 1990s. So I'm just going to hand over the mic to him and he's going to introduce himself.
Hello everyone, I'm Luis Maldonado, and I was DJing for a better part of 20 years. Started in the summer of 1991. Prior to going to college, started messing around with some things and got a liking to it. And when I was a freshman in the dorms, I used to play music in my dorm room, and a bunch of people used to come by and be like, yo, that sounds really good, come down to our house, and spin some tunes. So got invited to the Phi Sigma Kappa house, which ended up being the fraternity that I joined, and I DJ'd there for better part of the 4.5 years that I spent there at East Stroudsburg University. In the time there, I picked up sorority and fraternity formals, bar gigs, to the point where I was DJing every club in East Stroudsburg. And then after college, I stayed in the area and DJ'd 5 of the 7 nights a week at different bars and venues, and the Club Vogue and the Hoop and places up in the Poconos. So, I've seen a variety of equipment and, basically progress over the years. When I started off, it was vinyl, and, infamous with the Rain mixer, which was probably one of the best mixers that were ever made in the late 80s and early 90s, with the Technique 1200s turntables, became popular. I guess in the late 70s and 80s, especially with the scratching and mixing and stuff like that, and going into the 90s. But as the 90s progressed, instead of bringing crates and crates of records and going to the club, they evolved with the CDs with pitch control. So we had CD players with pitch control, so the DJs were putting out mixes like they used to do on the 12-inch vinyls. They used to put them out on CDs where you get 4 or 5 mixes per DJ for a song. So it gave you a variety, and the pitch control allowed you to have the same control as you would with the turntables. The mixer was also different, the Rain mixer, and then I had a Gemini mixer, and the mixer controlled everything from the microphone to basically every channel that you had. The mixers could go up to 8 channels, some of these mixers. You had the equalizers that were on there. Like I said, the microphone, you had light, you could have plug, that you can plug a bendy light so you can see what you're doing at the club. Compared to the new ones where it's a little bit spaced out, they have different components to equal that one component. But then again, the CD player with pitch control, that had the play, the cue, the pitch, also the chord, everything was viewed on that, which is now what you can view on the new boards. But the technique has evolved. The CDs that we used to play used to get scratched up. You'd have to get rid of them. Now everything's digital. You're not going to scratch something that's coming off of your playlist. So, but you know what? I'm happy with the evolution, and I think that the evolution is a good thing. It's made it a lot easier. I'll tell you this, when we started off doing it on vinyl, we used to count beats per minute in our heads. So we would count the beats. We would go on 8 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and we would get that beats per minute, and that's how we used to mix our records and our CDs at that time. Now it's a little easier with the cue and pitch. The cue and beats per minute button that you can hit to match the songs. But you know what? To each his own. I came up the hard way. I love what the kids are doing these days, and and keep going on.
All right, so now he's just gonna show us exactly how he used to use his specific equipment. He has had so many different types of equipment over the years, but we're just gonna show what we have sitting in our basement that he's kept, and we have some music that's already in there that cannot be changed because
It's been stuck in there for years.
Yeah, it's stuck in there. So we are going to do that in the next clip.
Now I'm going to show you an example of the equipment that we used to use in the 1990s. That's what we have here on our left. To the right is the new modern day equipment that is used in 2024. With this component down here is our pitch control CD player made by BST. This was one of the state-of-the-art pitch control CD players that came out at the time. As you can see, I can control the pitch up and down. I can set the pitch back. I can cue the music, and I can set it for play. And when I do that, it patches into the mixer up, and we have a Gemini mixer here. It's up to a 7-port mixer. Each mixing line has a switch where I can switch from 1 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. I can go with mono, I can go with stereo. Up here I have an echo machine, I have my equalizer, I have all the channels that I can push to go up. I have the microphone control. I have a second mic in the back. This is a plug-in mic. This one is the one with the cord. This is my light. And right here is the fader. And when we come into this, as you can see here, the same type of technique with the Pioneer with the fader, but listen to this sound.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field. And there's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now.
They don't make equipment like they used to. And the mixer is 30 years old, and this CD player, it's 31 years old from 1993. You know, one of the classics that I was known because my DJ name was DJ Baba Love was a Boricua anthem. Being of Puerto Rican descent, it was one of the songs that I was famous for, and everybody knew if they came to the club that night, they were going to hear that. And that was that peak song that you would hear that you knew everything was going to get set off. And from that point on, it would be like nothing but a huge party till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But that's probably one of my favorites, you know. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to display and demonstrate what we used to use back in the day, which I don't like to consider back in the day because I don't feel like I'm that old. But like I said, this equipment, I mean, it's 31 years old, and you heard the sound. I mean, it sounds just as good as it did 31 years ago. They don't make things that last like they used to. But you know what? I'm going to keep this for the rest of my life. But I have embraced the new technology of 2024 and the simplicity and how it makes my life so much easier and keeps me close to the music and keeps me entertained. It's a great hobby to have, and I suggest it for everybody. Thank you for your time.
Shout out to my dad for taking time out of his day to teach us how to use the mixers he used to use back in the 90s. And now we are going to compare that 90s equipment to equipment now in 2024. So let's see it. Okay, so we are back after that lovely demonstration from my dad. It was so cool to see the 90s DJ equipment. But now I have my younger brother, Alex, and he's going to be showing us the equipment he uses now in 2024, and just kind of we can see the differences between both DJ mixers. So Alex is just going to introduce himself.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I started getting into DJing, I think March of this year. So I'm fairly new to it, but I remember growing up watching my dad use that equipment, and I just thought it was pretty cool. So I decided to get into it because I remember playing around with even that stuff when I was younger. Yeah, honestly, I just decided to pick it up because I was a little bored, and I thought it would be cool just to be able to do it like with my friends and stuff. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to use the equipment. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to use the new DJ board. So I'm using a Pioneer DJ Flex 4. It's pretty common as a beginner board. You use a computer with the DJ software, and this shows you the beats per minute and basically what is coming up in the songs. And so to select a song, this is the scroll wheel, and then you can load up a song. And right here is the play and pause button. So this is a 2-channel mixer, so there's only 2 songs that you're able to mix at once. So on the board you have the 2 jog wheels, which this controls when you go forward and backwards in the song. And these are the pitch sliders or the tempo sliders, and these either speed up or slow down the song. These are the 2 volume. This is a crossfader where you could either choose just one channel, another channel, or both. These are the equalizers where you control the low, mid, and high frequencies, and then these are just different low and high pass filters that you can put over songs. With boards today, they have things like loops, automatic beat sync, and smart effects, which help you mix songs better. There's also an effects knob, which you can choose which effect you want in the DJ software, and then once you turn it on, then you can apply the effect more or less as much as you want. So these are the 2 cue buttons, and you can either put both of them on or just one of them on at a time. And this basically shows what you have playing in your headphones. So when you're going to mix one song into another, you want to hear the song that you want to mix before you mix it in to the current one out of the speakers. So right now, I'm clicking this load button to load it onto the bottom half, the second deck. Alright, so now I have 2 songs loaded up onto the DJ software. So whenever I just want to start one of the songs, I just click the play button. So right now I'm using the tempo slider to adjust the BPM of the next song that I'm going to mix into. So now I'm matching the jog wheel, and now I'm going to swap the low EQs. Alright, so that was the new style of DJing. A song that I currently have on repeat is Slimed In by Void. That's pretty good.
All my hoes in the wild, better. Keep my hook in the wild, better. Eat it right up and don't cry, better. All my hoes get slimed in.
Thanks for listening.
Just wanted to say thank you to my younger brother Alex. He is a busy bee right now as he's also packing up to move into college. So we are all over the place. So I'm super thankful for him to tell us a little bit about his DJ experience, because it's only been a couple of months now and he's still kind of new to it. So it's still super cool to learn as he's learning. So thanks, Alex. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube series. All of your love has been super appreciated, and I love the support I've gotten from my peers, my friends, my family, all to complete this project. And it's really been super fun to make, and I hope you guys really learned something about this amazing genre of EDM, because it is such a cool genre to go into and learn about the history of, and it's just such like an amazing music genre. I love EDM so much, so I'm very passionate about this. So if you guys think I should continue this, or maybe continue making deep dives and do different series, I would totally be open to that. You just let me know what you think of this one and maybe some recommendations for ones in the future. So that would be so great. Thank you guys so much again, and maybe I'll see you next one, maybe I won't, but thank you guys again for watching. Bye.
It's the way you look at me.